All right, all right. What you got going on there, T?
Having a moment. Bear with me.
No worries, no worries. We're going to give it a little while to get everybody in here. Let's see. We got Highlander and Steven in here so far. Good evening, fellas. We got people logging in, looks like. So we're going to have an interesting show. I don't intend to bore people with economics and business stance and all that stuff, but I'm going to put on my old hat and kind of go into some detail of what I call some fraudulent activities. kind of show everybody a little bit what's on the backside of this whole GoFraudMe situation. Yeah, people's getting on here. Give it a minute or two.
We'll just do that. That's easier.
So while everybody's getting in here, we'll talk a little bit. Being it does pertain, excuse me, to the GoFundMe that we're going to be talking about anyway. So I seen today that they were talking about the 13th, and I also noticed that they said they will not be shutting down the convoy until later on. They're going to keep it going. So if the government's thinking that they're going to promise them that the 13th they're going to shut down mandates and everything for all of Canada, if they're bluffing, it's not going to work, because they're going to keep the convoy going. I did see that, so that's a good thing. Don't need to let them trick them.
Absolutely.
But it's working. I mean, if they do cancel the mandates, then that means it worked.
Yeah.
Hands down.
Absolutely.
I don't think it'll be that easy in our country.
No.
But it's worth a shot. I mean, we got to try something, right? I would like to see them put part of the convoy, one of the stipulations, is military. Get rid of this military mandate. So if they can get rid of all that, then we'd probably be a lot better off.
Well, I think that they ought to push to get all this stuff rolled back, because it's stupid, And I think the convoy ought to be one of those deals where they don't just start in one place and go here or there. I think the convoy needs to be in multiple locations at once, and that makes the whole death by 1,000 cuts is my thought.
Right. And I mean, our population here is way higher. Well, I mean, we got a way more dense population, so we should be able to accommodate.
Absolutely.
Spreading the love.
Oh, yeah. With the number of truck drivers we have in this country, I mean, that should be an easy feat. Put one in D.C., put one on the border, put one in, at the Super Bowl. I mean, you get plenty of publicity between those three locations. I mean, CNN's head would explode because they wouldn't know where to send people. Saxman, you're right. It is odd to see the Canadians doing what we generally do. I'm actually kind of proud of them.
Yeah, I'm proud of them, but and I got a little bit of jealousy, and that's wrong to have. But,
You're human. It's all right. I mean, if you think about it, the Canadians were able to pull something off. Well, it looks like they're pulling something off. We're nothing more than just getting out there saying, look, enough. It's not like they can go and revolt or rebel. They don't have that luxury that the United States has, where we have a Second Amendment that, protects our right to have, right to bear arms. They don't have anything like that. So it's very fortunate for them that they've been able to pull this off the way they have.
Right.
In my opinion.
And I mean, they've got roughly, I think it's 38 million people in Canada. And then we've got 300 almost 330 million people.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, a convoy of that size, if you do it by proportion, I mean, we're 10 times the population. We should have 10 times the convoy.
Well, sure.
I mean, let's set a damn record. Don't play around. America's been known by doing it better than everybody else, except for in the Olympics right now.
Well, we've already had that discussion.
Yeah, you know that. You definitely are not a good person to be a therapist for me. I can promise you that. Because I'll make a blatant, angry comment and you just tag on it, and it's just,
Hey, I'm all about piling on at this point.
oh yeah. What's up, Ranger J, Sax Man, Ozzy, Demon?
Good to see you guys.
As always, good to see
What's up,
y'all.
Highlander? Mama D.
People's piling in here. That's good. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like on the way in. Smack it like an Antifa member.
That's it.
Yeah, I said
Curb
it.
stomp it.
I said it.
Man, I can't get over. I forget what network I was watching. I'm one of the guys that's cut the cord, like so many other people. That finally got fed up, and I want to say, maybe it was Paramount that kept showing the commercial or something. But they would show this little blurb, and it would be for the Olympics. But I swear to you, there's a dude standing there. It's a still shot. And there's a dude standing there, and he's in the blue and white sweats, and I swear it looks like he's got some kind of damn tiara or some shit in his head.
Oh no, I've seen that.
And I'm going, what the hell?
I mean, you've got people that were raised and trained here in the U.S. that are competing on China's side.
Right, I read about that. Some hockey players I know are doing it.
Yeah, well, the one that got gold, what's her name? Fu Man or whatever the hell, I don't know. I can't keep up with her name.
Yeah. I remember that.
Anyway, apparently when she was 15, she got citizenship in China. I thought it was illegal to have dual citizenship.
No, I don't think so. Maybe for Chinese, but
I think it is. I think it is for China.
You can have dual citizenship. I'm just not sure about the stipulations.
It doesn't matter. I mean, we trained somebody to go over there and beat us. I mean, that's crazy. I mean, right now we're 17th. That goal that she had should have been ours. That would have put us at, still top 10. But when you're spending all this time and money with the best equipment, training people and all that, and they're jumping sides, I mean, that's a treacherous act, in my opinion. I mean, that'd be kind of like.
Well, the Olympics aren't what we all grew up watching and enjoying either. I mean, they've evolved into this woke nonsense, and then you've got the president of both China or whatever his name is, and Putin. Weren't they there, kind of making a statement and standing alongside each other during the Olympics at the opening or something?
Or something. I don't know what it was.
I know. Everything I'm seeing is saying that they seem to think that it is them just showing some kind of unity, and that as soon as these Olympics are over, some shit's going to pop off somewhere. They're just wanting the Olympics to get over with first.
Yeah, Reaper, you hit it right on the damn. Everything is showboat now. Everything is all about political gain, showmanship. I mean, yeah, the Olympics need to be a little bit about showmanship, but when I say showmanship in that aspect, I'm meaning like bragging rights. And I mean, Sweden's leading right now, and I mean, I got to hand it to them. The ones that's leading in the top 10, I mean, they grew up over there with, negative temperatures and shit like that. They're used to running around. Come out the womb with a vodka bottle in your mouth, just crazy shit.
Well, since you brought up a bottle in the mouth, I'm going to go ahead and broach the subject. What the hell's up with the mandate? Well, not mandate, the thing to promote, I guess, racial equality by handing out crack pipes. Help me to understand how in the hell that promotes anything other than more stupidity.
So I read that article, and there's an article that, well, I didn't see one of them on an article, but the crack pipes, I guess they want people to have quality crack pipes. If they're going to do crack, then they want them to have good stuff to do it with. That way they're not getting infections, cuts on their lips and shit, But a lot of people don't know. in Seattle, they actually have what's called a heroin addict safe house. Did y'all hear about that?
I think I have heard about that actually.
Yeah. So if you want to do heroin, you just show up at this place. Hey, my camera just kicked on. Okay. It was supposed to be on. I didn't even notice it was off. Anyway, so they can just show up at these heroin houses, right? What they call a safe house.
Right.
And do their heroin and go, chase the dragon around, whatever the hell they want to do, and then leave. It makes sense. Makes perfect sense.
So does that mean they're going to start ensuring that when you buy your dope, it meets a certain quality standard before it can be sold on the corner?
I mean, I guess.
I mean, is the BATF going to start doing their job there? And I'm just asking.
Yeah, I mean, you're right, Ozzy. I think I did read that too. I think that was part of it. I know Seattle's doing it.
Oh yeah, well, Seattle's a shithole. Anyways, I'm surprised Chirac isn't doing it in New York.
Well, they do it on the street anyway, so it don't matter.
True. They say that's the way it is in San Francisco. You can't walk down the damn street without stepping on damn syringes. Between that and all the tent houses or tent neighborhoods.
Come on, T. That's insulin shots, man.
Yeah, okay. They're trying to get the same shit that's keeping Pelosi alive. Is that what it is?
Yeah. So I'm wondering if they're going to have a commercial for the free crack pipes and probably get Hunter Biden to be the spokesperson. I mean,
he'll probably brand it, man. What are you talking about?
He's missing opportunities like crazy, man. I mean, he could make money off of that, right? He can make money off of Parmesan cheese commercials.
Well, don't forget about his artwork he does now.
Oh, and his artwork that he blows
out. He's a quality artist.
Yeah.
Fuck. Only in America, dude. Only in America.
Hell in Georgia. That's absolutely sad right there.
That sucks. I mean,
anybody that's never been there, that is a beautiful, or once was a beautiful countryside.
Yep.
And that is that's awful. That's
completely Helen awful. Used to be just an awesome little, I mean, it was always a tourist trap, but before it got really commercialized, it used to be a really nice place to go.
Hunter probably made the deal with China. Oh yeah, you better believe he's got stock in it.
He's probably the one that did the tested them all to see which one he liked the best.
Quality control.
That's it. He was the QC, head of the QC.
I can hear him now. I got to go talk to the big guy. The drag on this one's kind of sloppy.
Oh man. You can't make this dumb shit up. They just keep doing it and providing it for us. I mean,
man,
there's just so much to choose from. So, what do you think about the whole GoFundMe situation now? How they backpedaled?
So they're flopping back and forth, and I really dug into it a little bit on a business aspect. So anyway, they decided to shut it down, right?
Yeah.
And people donated to it, and I understand the fact that people donated in goodwill for that cause, and they're saying, well, you donated, then that means you offered that money at risk. You know what I'm saying? That's not the case. If you're taking somebody's money, and this is all my opinion, not facts basis or anything, but, and y'all may have the same feeling, but if I give my money for a reason and then you don't use it for that reason, then that's false advertisement in my book.
Well, it's misrepresentation for sure.
Yeah, that's misappropriation of funds. So, and here's the other thing. So if you look on Google right now, you're going to get 3 or 4 different amounts of money that was donated. Okay. Now I looked at the GoFundMe page before it was taken down. It was over $10 million.
Right.
Now they're reporting $8 million and $9 million. Not true. That's not true. Okay.
No, they're trying to skim.
So let me tell you what the whole deal is. So GoFraudMe charges you 2.9% on any transaction of money that you send. So you send $100, it's $2.90. Okay, we got you. All right, they get that on the front take. All right, on the 9 point something million that they took, they profited $261,000 by doing nothing, by just owning the server, right? Just redistribution of funds. All right, it gets to a certain peak amount above proxy. What we're going to say, there was a set goal and they went above it. All right. Then they decide which charities that they're going to donate to. So they got the $261,000 off the front side. All right. Now, if they take that 9-10 million and donate it to a charity, guess what? That's a $9 or $10 million tax write-off that they get to use.
Yep. You're right.
Okay. And the simple reason is if they gave it to the Ottawa trucker situation, the convoy, right, they wouldn't get anything because that's not a 501(c)(3).
Right.
Now, if they pick one of these charitable companies, they got a top 10 list or whatever. All right. So if they give it to them, they get the tax write-off. That's going whatever. That'll be enough taxes to cover them for the whole year of their donations. They'll go in the negative on that.
Right.
All right. And see, my problem is they pick and choose on what they want to support. And I mean, everybody knows, those of you that don't know this, that is a leftist organization. And there are much better donation places. GoFundMe was actually designed and put out initially for Facebook and stuff like that. It was a good link for that. And that's where it made its hit at originally.
Yeah.
So it's legal thievery. And,
sure.
You know, and right now they're saying, oh, well, now we're going to refund the money. So let me tell you what happens. If you made a $20 donation, they're going to charge you $15 to return that. Okay, so follow me on this. So they get $15. This is GoFundMe's going to get this. Every return transaction, they'll get to charge a $15 return fee. All right.
You're shitting me. No, seriously?
No, I'm serious. So they get to charge $15, and it's not going to be towards the 10 million. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be toward, if somebody donated $1 million, they're only going to get $15 that million. So it breaks it down into intervals. So if you donated $20, okay, they charge $15 of it. So you got $5 left. If you used a credit card, they charged you to use that credit card, right? Then they're going to charge you for that transaction fee for it to come back to your credit card. You're going to go in the negative on a $20 donation. You're going to. So by the time you get your refund, you're going to owe the credit card company $3 or $4. How is that fair?
I don't see how the hell they can do that. I mean, I get what you're saying. I'm not arguing the point of the information you're giving. I don't see how they can get away with that shit. I mean, that's a lot of money to skim and steal. And it sounds to me like they're still stealing it. They're just trying to do it through fees, you know.
Well, they're allowing somebody else to steal it as well.
Right.
I mean, and you can't fight your credit card or your banks on it because it's a transaction, and it's in the agreement when you sign up for it that, you know, transaction fees will apply. So what can you do?
Does it say in their, well, I don't have, I'm sure it will if it doesn't right now. I'm just wondering if in their user agreement, when you go to donate money or whatever, if it's written in there that there's a refund, there's a fee attached. You know what I'm saying? Because usually there's an agreement you got to sign off on anytime you're doing something like that.
Right, but here's the thing, and let's be honest, some people's, you know, really, really dedicated to all the fine writing and everything, but how many things have you signed up for online, right?
Mm-hmm.
You go down to the bottom and it says terms and agreement, little box. How many times do you click on it and read it?
Oh, I'm guilty. I'll be the first one to admit it.
Right.
I'm just saying. I was just
So it's
That's just me
probably
putting it out
hidden.
there.
I'm guilty. I'm terribly guilty.
Yeah.
And there's a YouTube clause. I ain't read none of it. Whatever. So I mean, so all these people, there's always going to be something hid in there that people's not going to understand, and they're going to get their money either way. So let's say out of that 10 million people, there were 500,000 people that donated, right?
Right.
So that 500,000 donations, they're going to get $15 per. That is sickening.
It's ridiculous. The damn convoy, I'll go there first. Ought to put the pressure on them. I mean, make them pay for that shit.
You know where it's at, don't you?
Where are they located? Where's the main office?
California.
Oh, of course. Right down the street from Google, right?
Yeah, probably.
They probably have lunch together.
Wow. Let's see. I don't know, Damon. I mean, I don't know how they're taking those people's fuel either for bringing it over there. But here's the thing. If I buy something and give it away, that's my prerogative. So I don't get that one. I don't get that one at all. But I seen that where they got the wheelbarrows with all the gasoline cans and the diesel cans and all that stuff in and stacked in there.
Did anyone see the video? I don't know where in Canada it was, but it was like almost looked like a Raptor or something. I'm not sure what kind of pickup truck it was, but it was lime green with black insignia on it, and it had something like a damn
Elephant on it.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. And the police backed into him and behind him, so he couldn't get out, and they drug him out of the truck.
Yeah,
did you see that?
Yeah, slammed him on the ground and all that stuff.
And it's like, what the hell are y'all doing? You know, and again, I go back to my previous statement. You know, they can get away with that shit up there, but if they were to try that down here, that's going to last for a little bit, and then it's going to get ugly because that's just straight up. I mean, you can call it police brutality. You can call it whatever you want. They were unjustified in what they did to that guy in that truck.
No, and that woman, I mean, she was screaming at him. I seen the video, and it's insane.
Yeah, she was on the cop's ass, but they didn't give a shit.
Hey, what's up there, Wade? Long time no see, buddy. Mahalo, glowies. Yeah.
I love being called a glowy. It just made my day.
I like it. You should have been here for the Antifa chat there, Wade. It was good. It was good.
Yeah, you would have enjoyed that, Wade. It was good times.
Yeah. Remember when Minneapolis police were stabbing people? Yeah, I remember that. It's about to happen again. I'm going to save that for another episode. Well, I might not. We might get into it.
Well, you know, since we're going to go all off the tracks tonight anyways, you know, which is common for us.
We'll probably
what's all this I'm seeing about BLM all of a sudden getting investigated by everybody? And
outstanding topic. Thank you, T. You know I did some research on that.
Yes, sir.
You know? So let me tell y'all how 501(c) works. Some of you may know, some of you may not. So you're going to have 3 parts, okay? It takes 3 people to make up a charitable event. You got to have a trustee, you know, over the funds and everything, and then a president or a VP or whatever you want to call it. So in order to make a purchase of using the funds out of any type of 501(c)(3), you have to have all 3 signatures. Okay. Now, if somebody is taking funds out of it for personal use, they have to have an established payroll. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So they have to have an established payroll. They have to pay payroll deduction taxes, federal income taxes, all that on their paycheck.
Right.
So let's say me and you had a 501(c)(3) going, right? And there was $500 in there, whatever the case may be, and you were like, well, I need to go get me a couple tires. You cannot just go and pull that money out of there and go buy what you want. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
You have to have all 3 signatures. And plus you have to payroll it to yourself. So it's crazy, man. They're about to get in a whole lot of stuff. So basically, and the rundown that I got from it is, so it's a 501c3. Every penny that comes in has to be documented.
Right.
Every penny that goes out has to be documented. All right. If they raised money under a certain title, right? Like
Right.
if they put up a GoFundMe page and it said for McLovin, right? And the money came in on that GoFundMe page for that person, and it's descripted that it's going to this person, they're supposed to give it to that person. Every penny.
Correct.
Now, I know, and I don't want to say I know, so I don't want to get fact checked, but Breonna Taylor's family didn't get anything. All right. And several others didn't get anything.
No, they got everything from the city.
Where's the money? Oh, it's probably in those mansions that were purchased in white suburban neighborhoods.
Yep.
How about that?
Well, didn't they say something about one of the offices is supposed to be located in, I want to say, somewhere in California, and there's nothing there. There was never an office.
Los Angeles.
There we go. I knew it was one of them. I couldn't remember the specifics.
So they went to this location and talked to the security guard that's over this location, and they said, there's never been anybody in here for BLM. He said, packages show up here all the time, and we have to return to sender because there's nobody here. He said it's been happening for years. So they used a false address. There's actually another business in there where they claim to be at.
Nice.
So yeah, good stuff. Good stuff.
Yeah, I look forward to that shit.
I like that, Ozzy. That's not going to help their midterms. And then you seen the other BLM. What was it? Memphis, Tennessee. The founder that got 6 years imprisonment.
I heard about that.
So I want to go into a little bit of details on that for everybody because there's a lot of confusion. They're like, oh, I can't believe she got 6 years for that. She did not get 6 years for fraudulent election voting. She got 6 years because that's the remainder of her probation. So those of you that don't, I mean, some people may have been in jail, may not. I don't care. So if you're out on probation and they tell you cannot do anything illegal or you will serve the remainder of your time in jail, that's the way it works. So, I mean, and that's not a misdemeanor. That's a federal crime. That's a felony.
Correct. Yep.
So any felony act or some misdemeanors fall into that category too. So if you break any rule, especially a felony, right? You have a felony. And some states, a DUI or whatever could be a felony. It depends on the state.
Yeah.
So you go in there and you do anything that puts you in that category, you serve the remainder of your probation. I mean, that's the way it works. And then they're claiming that they had signatures from, I think it was a probation officer or somebody saying that it was okay for her to vote and stuff like that. But they can't find those documents that they signed off on, supposedly.
Of course they can't. Either because they don't exist or because they had a tragic accident with a paper shredder.
So let me ask you a question, T. If you were running for mayor of your city, right?
Yep.
And I told you can't run for mayor of your city because you don't have any rights as a citizen because you're on probation, T. Wouldn't that be a red flag saying, well, damn, if I can't run for mayor, then I definitely can't vote? Right?
Well, yeah, it kind of seems that way. But I thought felons could vote in some situations.
Well, she lost all her rights.
No,
I
well, in
don't know.
that case, yeah, that would be my red flag. You're correct.
Right. And they told her that up front. So they wouldn't. She tried to run for mayor in Memphis. And they told her, you can't do that. You can't run for mayor because you're on probation.
Oh,
And we're talking about probation for like robbery and stuff, man. We're not talking about some little crime.
You're talking about hard probation, is what I
Right.
call it. Wow, that's
We're not
like
talking
ankle
about
monitor
having.
shit
We're
right
not
there.
talking about having 700 parking tickets. We're talking about armed robbery.
Well, I mean, it sounds to me like she was a refined pillar of the community.
Yeah.
I mean, but what do you say to that? Because it's like when it's their side of the aisle, you know, they can do anything and nothing's said. And if it's one of us, you know, gets pulled over for a busted taillight, we're a bunch of terrorists. I mean, where's the balance?
Right. Robbery, perfect for politics.
Yeah, it's like a gateway crime for politics right there.
Absolutely.
I mean,
that
and murder. I mean, they could get some props from Hitler. She can tell them how to do all that shit.
See, Dima, felons can vote if and only if a judge restores it. That's absolutely right. That's just like hunting rights. A judge can give you back hunting rights, but they can't give you firearm rights. See what I'm saying? So you have to hunt with a crossbow or some shit. Or a flintlock in some states.
Some states you can buy your way out of a felony depending on what it is and get your gun rights back.
Right.
It's very expensive, but it can be done.
It is. Probably a hardcore criminal like ass grabbing prison time. Robbery, the gateway drug to professional politicians. Absolutely.
He's right. That's it.
Yeah. So I mean, they're robbing people legally. They do it to us every day.
Yes, they do.
Sounds to me like she needs to go work for GoFundMe.
Yeah, I mean, she probably fit right in. They can make her like a vice president of asset management or some shit like that. She'd fit right in.
Well, here's the thing, and we hadn't talked about Kyle Rittenhouse in forever. So Kyle Rittenhouse's GoFundMe page got shut down.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. And
I'm digging into it to get the because GoFundMe has to provide all the information, the distribution of funds. So I'm trying to find out where they sent Kyle Rittenhouse's funding. And I mean, I'm going to make an educated guess and say it's probably the BLM or fucking Chaz or CHOP or some shit like that,
Yeah, I would be interested to know where that money went.
Yeah. Or it might have went into the Pelosi bankroll fund.
Oh, yeah. Could have gone to the Build Back Better.
Right. Ozzy, yeah, you might be right, but see, this lady's time was not served yet. She had 6 more years. And somehow she got out on good behavior or something like that. And so she still had time to earn. That's good news right there. Kyle's attorneys have made motion to sue for his bail money.
They should.
Yeah, absolutely. He was wrongfully accused.
They should go after everybody that slandered him too.
Yeah.
In my opinion, just do it one at a time. And him and his family will be set after they get done going after all the major networks and talking heads and everybody else. I'd crucify them, salt the earth with them.
I did see that, Reaper. They are under scrutiny right now. I mean, they're getting investigated. And what they're going to do is I know what the government's going to do. They're going to go in there and they're going to ask them, because it was donated on nonprofit terms, right? So they have to follow the nonprofit guidelines. So if they send it to somebody, they're going to want to know. They're going to want to know who you sent it to, where did this money go. They're going to make sure it's not some sort of daggum smoke and mirror scheme, because they might have their, and I'm just speculating, but there's a good chance that whoever owns GoFundMe, has their own nonprofit agency. You see what I'm saying? That probably made the top 10 list.
Well, what they'll also do too is if they catch a bunch of hell and they have to shutter themselves or whatever, what they'll do is they'll just roll all that shit over to another company of a different name and just start right back up. We've seen it happen before.
Yeah, it'll probably be called MetaFunds or some shit. Oh my God, I got to talk. Yep, we're going down a rabbit hole, guys. Y'all hang on. So, I don't know if y'all seen it, but there was a lady that did the beta testing for Metaverse. And I'm trying to word this the right way, but she's a therapist or something. And anyway, she said she was only on there for a few minutes, and she got sexually assaulted by 4 guys in the Metaverse within like the first few minutes of being on there. I don't like to use the R word, but it is what it is. Rape is what it's said. So let me tell y'all how to survive rape in the Metaverse. You want me to tell you? You hit the fucking power button on your laptop.
There you go.
You're safe. When I read that shit, I was like, "Are you serious?" So this lady's making a giant deal out of this.
Well, but you got, isn't that shit all based in California?
Of course.
Well, that kind of goes without saying. We're talking about the same place as trying to say that a sexual orientation is a pedophile.
Right.
So
now,
here
we go. Damon, I'm glad you asked that question. So let me go ahead and tell you what I'm predicting is coming. So there's going to be some laws written and stuff like that, where if you assault somebody on the Metaverse, you can be charged in real life. That's what's going to happen.
So you're going to get charged for a virtual crime.
Yes. So there's already a country doing it. What country was that?
Yeah, but how do you?
I want to say it's in the UK. There's a country already putting it in place.
Okay, but all right, help me to understand this, because I'm going to go down another rabbit hole because you said that. Okay, online gaming is a big thing worldwide. Okay.
Right.
So using that fucked up backwater logic, if you're playing a game and you go PvP with another group of people and you kill a bunch of players, that means you murdered them.
If you go with that logic.
Well, that's what I'm saying. How does that work? The whole premise of most online gaming is killing shit. It's not building houses and rainbows. It's killing shit. Yeah,
see, I'm a WW2 player. I don't get on there to make friends. I get on there to kill some fucking Nazis.
There you go.
It's a gun game.
Company of heroes. I hear you.
What? So
I can't. I don't know. We've all suffered that at one point or another, Jay. And that ain't digital.
You think that's bad? Wait till you have to scan your face for your IRS information.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. And they got third party. I'm sure it'll be nothing but secure.
Mm-hmm.
I think not.
So somebody asked me a while back about, I don't even remember the name of them. You can buy like digital images and stuff like that. I seen something crazy where this guy sold like a pixelated horse online, and it's just a digital copy image, right? They paid like $1 million for this thing.
Right, because it's a digital image of a famous limited print or whatever. And that's just like, I'm ignorant with the cyber currency. That's fine. I'm comfortable being that way. But to me, buying artwork that's a digital print is the same as buying Bitcoin and Dogecoin and all that other shit.
Yeah, it can be taken from you at any minute.
Yeah, you don't have anything tangible for that money you spent. And I'm old school. I won't be able to put my hands on what the hell I just bought. That's why it took me so long to get a damn Kindle, because I wanted a book. If I was going to read, I wanted a book in my hand that I could put on a shelf and go back and reference. I didn't have to worry about if the damn thing was charged or the light or anything else. I had a copy of the damn thing. You know, and I can't wrap my head around that kind of mindset.
I just seen something that they plan to call social services to take kids away from. That's a good idea. You run on out there and do that bullshit and see what happens. Look, you've got people that are pretty calm, you know, and level-headed. But when you
mess with their family,
you go to fucking with their kids now. I mean, you're going over a line that you can't return. I mean, at that point, it becomes, you know, it's either you or them situation. Yeah, you know, they don't want to play that game. I'll tell you that right now.
Mama bear and daddy bear, a whole different ball game when you start messing with the kids. I did read something in Canada, something revolving around a guy who refused to get the vax, and they came and took his kids from him, and they won't give the kids back until he goes and gets the vax, and one of his kids is immunocompromised.
Yeah, I seen that. I quit reading it because, you know, that'll get your vessels popping in your forehead right there.
Yes, it will. But again, you know, we're talking about Canada.
Yeah.
They don't have the same guaranteed rights we have, although our politicians seem to ignore them whenever they want. But at least we've got them. They don't have that.
At least they're wrote down somewhere.
Exactly. We can actually show that, hey, our forefathers put this as a God-given right to us.
Well, I mean, I've seen another article too, and this has been a month ago. Yeah, a guy, his kid is in the hospital fighting cancer. You know, the Ronald McDonald house, and you know they served him with a letter that they've got to vacate because they didn't have the vaccine.
Yeah, I saw that, and that was in Canada too, wasn't it?
Yeah, it absolutely was.
Fuck.
But the thing is, Ronald McDonald is a U.S. founded company, right? So.
True.
And it's all run on donations. I'm sure there's some government funding in there, but still, I don't think I could bring myself to donate to that cause anymore. And I hate that. I hate it.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing: when you donate, you don't know where it's going. You don't know which one it's going to, and I hate it. I absolutely hate it because there's nothing worse than a child dealing with cancer. And that,
yeah, it's one thing when an adult has got something like that they're battling, but to see a child who hasn't had a chance to really experience life or live, they're having to fight that battle. I'm not cool with that either.
No.
You know?
And then, you know, and the thing is, it plays on all of our hearts. You know, you want to do something good for them, but like I said a while back, and I had this discussion before, people are making it where you cannot be good-hearted to anybody anymore because you just don't know.
Right.
Yes, I have, Reaper. I have seen that movie.
Yep, I've seen it. I've only watched it once because I couldn't watch it twice. That was.
And in the end, he got what he needed.
He did, but still.
Yeah. But that was an extreme
measure.
Movie. Yeah, I mean that was an extreme measure that shouldn't have had to take place. Yep, I've seen that too. And it's funny, you find out all that stuff when you start digging into little things.
Yeah. There's a lot of people that are gun control nuts that, you know, and the bad thing is that unless you can make your own clothes and grow your own food, you're just about screwed because a lot of the places you go to every day for your daily needs, they've got their hands in that woke bullshit on one end or the other. I mean, you can boycott all you want, but it becomes really difficult to find some things you need sometimes by boycotting. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying you shouldn't. I'm just saying so many people have jumped on that bandwagon that it makes it difficult. Ozzy, was that in Australia? Maybe. Seems like I faintly remember it, but I want to say it was in Australia.
I think it was Australia. I'm pretty sure it was. So I was trying to pull up an article from earlier. I had a list of who all is on the top 10 list for GoFundMe's distribution nonprofits, but for some reason the link that I've used all day is gone now. Imagine that.
I'm telling you, man, you're on somebody's radar.
I'm sure there's several lists that I'm on. I would like to make it publicly known. There was a news article that came out the other day where they found some weapons in a body of water. They were mine. I told y'all I had a bad boating accident. Okay.
A lot of us have had some really bad luck with boats and firearms. It's really a shame.
You remember that time me and Demon went out, off the coast, and I think Jay was there. I know you were there, and Reaper was there, and
that phantom storm came up.
Yeah, I mean,
the 6 foot swells.
When we hit that buoy, man, I never thought it was going to knock a hole in the boat to cause it to sink like that. I mean, it was quick.
Mm-hmm. Sure was.
Quit working.
Sure was. All that shit fell overboard.
Mm. I'm glad the Coast Guard was there.
Yes, sir.
They hauled our asses back in. We had to ride with them, though.
That's all right. That's it. Climate change, Reaper. That's what did it.
Damn climate change.
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you what climate needs to change. They're talking about weather and shit like that. The mentality climate is what needs to damn change.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
I mean, it's illegal to work in a chill work environment, right?
Mm-hmm.
What about a chilled country?
Well, I mean, I think if this whole caravan thing starts with the trucks and gains just a fraction of the momentum that the one in Canada did, it's going to put a lot of pressure on the fucktards in DC.
Well, here's the thing, and everybody needs to be prepped for this, and a lot of people's not thinking about it on the backside. So if they initiate this convoy, we already have a shortage in food.
Yep.
And y'all do not take anything that I'm saying as I'm encouraging them not to do it. What I'm going to say, and I'll give everybody here forewarning, you need to be prepared. If they're planning on whatever date they're planning on doing this, go get what you need right now. Make preparations because it's going to get tight.
Yep. You're absolutely right, brother.
But it needs to happen. This is a light sacrifice for what needs to happen.
Absolutely. Because see, right now the federal government feels that they can make us miserable enough where we'll conform. That's been their modus operandi for the past month. I mean, not month, past year. And they're finding out there's a few holdouts like those of us sitting here saying "fuck you." And what needs to happen is we need to stay the course. If we can do that, we'll be better on the other side and we come out of it. But yeah, you need to prepare. Take a little bit of money. I mean, I know everybody's got their responsibilities, things they got to pay for and whatnot. But even just buying a bag of rice or a bag of this or that or a few cans of that, put it up, have it, stockpile. I mean, I'm not saying you go spend $1,000 at Walmart or, Publix, wherever you go, but do a little bit at a time if you don't already have the stuff. Vacuum seal stuff, you got a vacuum sealer. Do what you can do. Because if times get more lean, which they probably will, then you're going to be thankful you did these steps. I didn't mean to steal it from you, Vanguard.
No, you good. You good, bro. That's what we're here for, to talk this out. Jay was supposed to come on here, but he broke a promise to me again. You know how that goes. Unreliable asshole. I'm kidding, Jay. I'm kidding. Hold up your stress card. But in all honesty, that it is a small sacrifice to have to deal with a little bit of lash that we're already dealing with. I mean, you can't go buy hamburger meat now as it is. So, I mean, it's just a small thing. We're just gonna have to deal with it. Canada broke out and did what they needed to do, and they're making shit happen. Alaska's doing it now.
Right.
I think Alaska started 3 days ago or something like that. We know, Jay.
That's why we love you, Jay. We know you're an asshole.
At least you stay one all the time. Don't be fake, man.
That's it.
But, and I mean, Alaska started it. That's really, really small pipeline. There's not a whole lot you can convoy in Alaska, but still.
It's got to start somewhere, man.
Got to start somewhere. But it needs to break out here. And it needs to be on multiple fronts. I do agree. There doesn't need to be one solid convoy. We've got 328 million people here, some crazy number like that. I think it's getting close to 330 million. Legal, documented. So, and I'm saying that with a emphasis on documented.
Well, let's just hold on. I'm going to look up a little factoid while you're talking.
Yeah. Well, same thing I was going to look up. What?
We're probably thinking along the same lines, but we'll see.
I got to put these two images up. And here's Reaper's reply.
Okay, here's some food for thought. And, this is as of 2019. Think about this for a minute. As of 2019, there was 37.9 million trucks registered for business use in the United States. Okay?
Wow.
Let's just say that a fraction, let's just say a third of that is.
Well, I'd go 10%.
Well, okay. But what I was going to say is if you said there was a third of that, let's say, is commercial vehicles, like straight trucks, tractor trailers, wreckers, cranes, dump trucks, whatever. Take 1,000 of those vehicles, put them on the border, take 1,000, put them at the Super Bowl, and take 1,000 and put them in D.C., and watch the libtards shit themselves. And that's just a drop in the bucket, brother. A drop.
A small amount.
Yeah. And they would lose their shit. And it would get so much publicity, and the Patriots would flock to them. All the people that know what's going on.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
That's what you need right there. Just 1,000 in each location. And you could just make so much shit happen.
Well, and here's the thing, and I'm already seeing stuff, oh my God, you got all the anti-fascists. They're already getting involved. They're talking about they're going to get involved. You're going to have those fucktards. You're going to have, I'm sure, government entities, infiltrating the situation.
Sure.
But, and I'll use a phrase that I commonly use. Y'all know I'm full of quotes and shit. But as soon as you can get rid of fear, your possibilities are endless. So they just got to put all that to the side, right? And say, hey, this could happen, but whatever, we're doing this. We're going to do it. Hands down, we're going to ride this out until the government realizes, hey, the people have the power.
Yeah, that's where they've made their critical mistake right there. They think that they are the power. and that we all serve them. They think we're subservient, and we're not. And it's time that role gets reversed back the way it's supposed to be. That's a good point, Sean.
I'd love to email him, but he'll start emailing me again, and I don't know.
Trevor.
Right now, he's probably up. He's in Seattle, so he's probably at one of those heroin houses right now, getting all loaded up, so he can go home and get that extra taste out of that.
I guess, dude.
Glazed Hot Pocket.
Damn. How do you survive on Hot Pockets and soy milk? That's all I just don't know.
Reaper is not letting that go.
Get him, Reaper.
Y'all be careful. He might be
Wear
watching.
double protection.
Oh, shit.
Well, see, Demon brings up a good point. It'll be a Royal Rumble if Antifa shows up. Well, it's not Antifa so much you got to watch out. It's the bad government players that'll show up to try and stir shit up. I mean, look at January 6th. They're going to, if the ATF and their shenanigans they're up to right now is any indication of what this current administration will try doing, they're going to, if they see this gaining traction, they will try and do something to derail it.
Yeah, absolutely. But here's the thing, and I don't know if any of y'all are truck drivers or know. So I'm sure everybody knows somebody that's a truck driver. But here's the thing. I know a lot of people that are truck drivers, and they have a code that they live by. It's crazy.
Uh-huh.
Like help another trucker out or whatever. So I don't. If I was an anti-fascist, I wouldn't go up there fucking around. I'm gonna tell you because you're gonna find out.
Uh-huh. Your little Prius ain't gonna be no match for a fucking Peterbilt, buddy.
Shit, no. One of them damn twin stack Max with the wind in the back come rolling through there, shit's gonna get real. Uh-huh.
Well.
And they're not gonna throw their hot pockets at the trucks or anything like that. So
no, that's like field rations, those fucktards.
I did not see that, April D.
Oh, I saw it. That was some funny shit. You need to see if you can find that and show it because it's hilarious.
Let me see. Where was it posted at? No, don't say that. Never mind. I'll find it.
Yeah, see if you can find it. It is funny. If you can cue it up, it's.
Oh, I'll cue it up, man.
It's pretty humorous.
I got this. I think. What is a Facebook post?
It was a TikTok post, but it was in the chat. Not in this chat, but our other chat.
Right.
Let me see if I can find it. Because it took me a minute to look at it, and then when I saw it, I just busted out laughing.
Yeah, when you find it, just tell me what it is in the private chat on here, and then, or tell me where it's at.
Yeah, I got you. I'm looking.
Let's see. So Canada brought in the dump trucks that make everybody look small. That's badass. You talking about this big damn quarry haulers and shit, Ozzy?
Yep.
I know he's talking about you can stand inside of the wheel of it. So I also seen up in Canada too. They had the Amish up there, the Mennonites. I'm gonna tell you right now, when they come out and start supporting something, shit's done got real.
Yeah, when that starts. All right, I found it. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
You're right. Send it.
It's actually a Facebook. Hold on, I'll tell you where to look.
You can probably
There you go.
Let's see if that'll open up. Okay, copy. So it was.
It's got big. It's right under a thing of Mount Biden with a bunch of laughing faces.
Oh, you know what? It says it isn't available anymore. Why can't I?
Huh?
It says the page may have been removed. This link you followed may be broken.
All right, hold on. I'm gonna send it straight to you. See if you get it.
All right.
See if you got that.
Yeah, Damon, that's what I was talking about. The Amish showed up and was same thing, man.
It won't. Well, how come it play for me but it won't for you?
Well, probably because I don't have Facebook.
Oh, well, okay. I see that could be a problem.
Yeah.
All right, let me see if there's a way I can.
I'm gonna try something else.
Well, that was him talking, which is funny in itself. Because it came off, looks like it came off TikTok.
Let me see if I can find out what the caption of it is. What was it called? What was it? Was Frozen what?
Something about strawberry milk or something.
Let me see.
I'm trying to keep from it sounding over the mic here. I'm just trying to see if there's a way.
Vegan strawberry milk?
Yeah, that's it. I mean, it's funny as shit if you can get it, find a way to get a hold to it.
Is it a guy with a beard talking on it?
Yeah, it's a guy with a beard and a whole bunch of guys with beards behind him, and they all just bust out.
I got you. Hold on, give me just a second.
All right.
Yeah, I don't want to OPSEC myself. Don't do that.
No. I OPSEC us enough as it is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it popped right up.
Okay, cool. It's a short video, but it's funny as shit.
I seen it was on the shorts. Let's see.
Yeah, Demon, that's exactly what he said, and it just goes downhill and off the rails from there.
No, I hadn't seen this, so it's only 16 seconds long.
It's vegan because it's
okay. So let me get over here. We're gonna share this. All right, here we go. Here we go. Add it to the stream here. Now I hadn't seen this, so
it's funny.
Is it on there? I can't see it.
Yeah, but it's showing the YouTube logo and all that. Does that matter?
It's vegan because it's strawberry milk and not like cow milk. You know what I mean?
Show me the fucking udder on a strawberry.
Do it again.
Huh. Anyways, there's a little bit more than. Yeah, we don't want to know what she eats. The one I watched actually has some more comments after the part about the udders on strawberry. And it's pretty funny. But it's the same video. It's the whole thing in its entirety. One guy says, I'm going to take a shit. I can't watch this no more. And another one says, I'm leaving. They said, why? He said, you broke something about I'm broke the internet or some shit like that. It's just funny. They all just kind of start fading away because the idiot's talking.
Oh, God. Show me the fucking udders on a strawberry.
When they all lean in and look, it's just classic, you know.
Wow.
So.
All right, so we're gonna recap. Hell, damn, it's already been an hour and 10 minutes, man. Good Lord.
Yes, sir. Time flies when you're having fun.
It does. It does. I appreciate everybody coming out as always. I'm gonna actually kick it over to you, T, and then I got a long closure. I'm gonna do what's called a wrap up throwout.
Sounds good.
Right.
Everyone, thank you for being here. As always, you know, keep your head on a swivel, watch your six, appreciate those around you. Try to stay safe and healthy, you know, reach out. That's what we're here for. If something's going on, let us know. If you want to be on here with us, reach out to Vanguard and let him know. We'll make it happen. We're always open for people to come on here and talk. Other than that, you know, keep your eyes on the prize, watch what's going on around you, and prepare, because we're going to have lean times, I'm afraid. Y'all have a good evening.
Absolutely. So Thursday. Anybody wants to come on here? Thursday is open mic, unless we got a Antifa member or something like that. But hey, you can come on here with them. I don't give a shit. I'd like to get the strawberry milk guy on here. That'd be funny. Anyway, yeah, so time, just like T said, times could get tough. So y'all prep. I hate it that if you're already prepping now, it may already be too late, unfortunately. But before I get off here, Mama D, I am going to touch on that video that came out. It'll be all white. If y'all really want to get triggered, go look for that on YouTube. Brandon Tatum. I'm giving Officer Tatum a shout out. Maybe you'll see this. So anyway, he did a good video on it today. So y'all check that out. Go on there and check out. It'll be all white on Brandon Tatum's show. If y'all check that out, I'm sure it'll piss a lot of you off. It's just a bunch of stupid shit. So anyway, keep your eye on the prize. Like I said, things have got to happen. I hope they stick to this convoy thing. I support it 100%. We need to get the power back to the people. And that's the only thing I can say about it. And last thing I'm going to say, y'all be safe. God bless you. Keep America in your heart and in your prayers. And fuck GoFundMe.